up too now. And like I said, when you macro up, it's kind of tough to be able to micro quite as much. I think they are going to be able to take down this expansion if they focus the expansion and not focus on these Zerglings around them. He should just know he's going to lose his force, and that expansion is going to drop down. Hopefully he picks those units up and gets them out of there before they die. He's been pretty good at that up to this point, but it does look like he's going to let all those units die except for 3 Marines. They did get up. So I probably would have picked those units up a long time ago. Bunch more Banelings coming out have been very effective in this game so far, as there is such a large ground force. And we do have a planetary fortress. No, that's not a planetary fortress. That's what people refer to as a command center. We do have a command center just hanging out over there. It must have gotten focused over here at some point when I wasn't really paying attention, because there's a lot going on in this game. Every expansion is almost taken on this map. Oh, and that expansion gets taken by SuperStar. He said, well, if you're not going to take it, I'm going to take it, because that's what I like doing. Oh, those siege tanks sieged up way too late. Way too late on those siege tanks. Those ultras are probably going to be able to walk right through this. Yes, they are going to be able to walk right through this. They're going to lose their, well, they might not even lose those two unless they're focused down correctly. There's one. Get the other one down. There you go. Focus on the right one there. Great micro still from GiSado. I love the way he plays. I just wish his macro was a little bit better. Basically what he's doing is he micro around his units, and right when they die, he's able to bring more in. What he needs to be able to do is reinforce these units while they're still alive. He needs, another bunch coming up right now, which of course you see on the mini-map is not, since they're all down here. He needs to be bringing these guys right back up, which I suppose technically would be a miss micro, but it is what it is. So, I mean, right now we've got, what, like 5 bases for SuperStar, 4 for GiSado, with a mostly medevac army. I think if I was SuperStar, make some Hydras, I make some Hydras or make Mutas. If he made Mutas, it would be an absolute, fire sale. He would just be able to cross this entire map and kill every SCV on there, because his economy is at the point now where he can create a bunch of Mutas at once. Again, pretty good micro here from GiSado, able to kill that, and he's going to push in here and hopefully take down this expansion. I mean, the other player's a Zerg. SuperStar is a Zerg, so he's just going to be able to reinforce that army again and again and again and again. So you got to do something to kill. I mean, I guess you can hope to outlast and just hope they mine out in every base, but guess what? He's got more bases than you, so you're going to mine out first. Oh, great fungal growth going down on all those infantry. I think all these guys are going to go down, and we do have 2 tanks left, or 1 tank left, sorry. But, of course, they're going to get cleaned up by these ultras now. It's just, I mean, if he made Mutas, he could literally come in here and just decimate all of those medevacs, or just come around and kill every single SCV on the map. I mean, there's 1 tower here, 1 tower there, another one up there, but you don't even have to get in view of that one. So right now he could probably make, I mean, he's sitting at 300, he's got 700 gas. I mean, he could save up, he could make 7 Mutas, and 7 Mutas would be able to clean up this game for him right now. Keep producing these guys, keep producing Banelings to deal with this ground force, because I know you see this giant red blob, and it looks like he is going to go down here and try and kill some SCVs, which is a great strategy. Multi-prong attacks are the way you want to go. This is a miss micro. This is a bad miss micro here. He needs those guys over these guys. So he just lost his entire ground force because of this. So I don't really know who to give the advantage to, because they're both making some mistakes now, and it is very easy to make mistakes. And it's very easy for me to call out these mistakes because these guys are way better than I am. But it's very easy to make mistakes when you're this high into the game, or this far into the game, because you're just trying to macro up. And right now you're just trying to supply the middle of the map with as many of your units as you can and trying to micro them around as best you can. I like how he did place a couple Marines here so that he will know when another expansion goes up there. And, of course, this one is long-distance mining, which he could drop another expansion there, but there's a lot of battles going on right there. Looks like we are going to see a bunch of Marines dropped here, which it's just not my favorite strategy. I mean, but while you're doing this, do something else. I mean, they're fully upgraded Marines, so, I mean, they're going to be able to kill a bunch of these drones, but you know what? They're just going to die just like the rest of them, or they're going to have to get picked up. Those Banelings are going to kill them the same as they always would. So, do a multi-pronged approach. Like, these guys should have dropped the exact same time as these Marines. So he has to make a choice. Which expansion do I want to save? Because a lot of players will just mass click all their guys and send all of them instead of sending 2 groups. So multi-pronged approach would be, okay, I'm going to sit back for a second. I'm not going to push the pressure for 1 second. I'm going to build up a bunch of Marauders, a bunch of Marines. And look, now he is trying to do a little bit of a multi-pronged approach, which this is good since he's got 2 attacks going on at the same time. I mean, these units are going to take forever to get over there, and he doesn't have anything else here. So he was able to clean up. I'm glad he listened to me on this one. I must have had a direct line to the past to let him know all about this. But set up a multi-pronged approach. So do this, drop that, and have this big force down here push up maybe this way. And he's got to make the decision. What do I want to do? He's probably going to send all his units right here, and guess what? You're going to kill every probe or every drone at these two. I mean, it's just the way you need to go. I like the way that SuperStar is doing this, by the way. I'm sorry to change the subject once again, but I like the way he's fungal growthing and then dropping a bunch of infested Terrans. Hopefully they can catch up their fungal growth them again. Do you have the energy to do it? You don't have the energy to do it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get that medevac. Oh, and he's not. Hopefully we'll get it eventually, but I mean, basically, they're just feeding each other kills at this point. So one of them has to make a change because this is an even game at this time. You know, they're sending down these units every once in a while to kill some SCVs, and you know, he's sending a medevac up here to do a little bit of damage. But right now, while this is going on, you know, queue up these guys to run away a little bit and send a medevac full of marauders right here. Or, you know, he was able to take down this hatchery, which there's nothing there anymore, so not a huge deal. But, I mean, you can see that he did that a little bit, but he should be dropping on every base. And it's not that hard to queue it up. You won't be able to micro your guys around real well once they're down, but it's not that hard to queue it up. And once again, medevacs, or not medevacs, mutalisks, sorry, that's two different races, but they both start with the same letter, so give me a break. Mutalisk, 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 mutalisk. Or even corruptors. I don't even care at this point. Go broodlords. You have the economy to do it. You're not going to soon because you're going to run out of minerals at every single one of your expansions. So, I mean, basically it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. We're going to see this guy drop here. We're going to see this guy drop here. Of course, there's nothing there, so he'd probably be pretty stupid to do that. We're going to see these guys drop here. And eventually this may work out. If he does it enough times, he may just piss SuperStar off enough to be able to do something. But right now, he needs to go mutas. SuperStar needs to go mutas, and he needs to either go Thors or mass up something enormous here, drop something here, and then move the enormous one to one of these. And then one of these is going to go down, or two. One of these, sorry, I'm going to highlight the whole damn thing. One of these is going to go down. And then when that happens, that's going to be the game. I know GiSado's probably going to win this game just because he has played better. He's had a lot better micro, and his macro is catching up. And I think now he's probably surpassed a macro ability. I mean, not actual units or army size, which he is now ahead in that too. But with his macros definitely picked up here towards the end of the game. I just think that both of them could have made different decisions to end this game a lot sooner. And I think that SuperStar could have won this game, which, I mean, I don't think it's going to work out that way now. I think it's pretty much decided already. I don't know if you guys want to, you know, vote for the underdog here and hope he wins. I don't think it's going to happen. He played a lot worse. Not a lot worse. He just didn't play right. I'm not saying he played bad. He just didn't play good. How about that? Makes no sense, but I don't have to make sense. I mean, that's the beauty of being a caster. So we do have one Baneling patrolling around down there just for shits and giggles. Sorry about the French. Pardon it, even. But I don't see what SuperStar can do at this point. He's just getting you know, raffle stomped here. And that was good to pick up all his units here by GiSado. Hopefully there were no infestors in that group, so they're not able to fungal growth these. And he was able to save his units here by GiSado. But SuperStar could have made mutas long ago. It wouldn't have taken any more of his micro to drop a spire, and then once the spire's down, make 7 mutas and just queue them up to go to each of these. And they definitely would have killed every single, I mean, this wasn't up, of course, but they would have killed every SCV on the map. And while he's down there messing with that, boom, send your entire monstrous force that you kept building up of Ultralisks and Banelings and, you know, Infestors. Send them all around. Move Infestors down here, and fungal growth a bunch of SCVs while your mutas are over here and your entire force is over here. Put him to the decision, because he put you to the decision. He started listening to me and started dropping in multiple spots and pushing. And guess what? He put him to the decision for all of his chips to drop a copyrighted poker term. I'm not sure if it's copyrighted or not, but I definitely didn't come up with it. You put him to a decision for all his chips, and he's got to make the decision to save one of these expansions, and hopefully he makes the right one. And even if he does make the right one, another one's going to drop, and you just made out on this because you lost, what, 4 Marauders maybe, and you took out an entire expansion. So I'm just saying that I guess you all know what I'm saying. Do you know what I am saying if you watch South Park? I mean, from the very beginning, GiSado played this game better. He made a few mistakes, which everyone is going to make mistakes when you get into the end of the game like this. I don't know why SuperStar hasn't GG'd yet, as he's got Banelings and Zerglings versus this mass of disgustingness. He's going to try and go around and hassle each one of these. That's right, I said hassle, not harass, because I think it's a better term. He's going to go try around and hassle each one of these expansions, but, I mean, this force is just going to keep moving around. I hope this is GG after this force goes down, because there's no point for him to go on with this game. Oh, he doesn't even GG. Okay, yeah, there. How did that work? He left and then GG'd? Well, okay. Anyway, So I kind of already gave Deagle's final thought, which is what I'm going to call this last little segment. GiSado definitely played this game better from the beginning. His micro was very good in the beginning, and his micro was very good throughout. He made a few mistakes. Like I said, everyone's going to make mistakes when you get this high up in the game, or this far into the game, and every expansion's taken. You're going to make mistakes. So you can't cover the entire field. I don't care what your APM is. I mean, these guys are sitting 144 and 177, and they couldn't cover the entire field. And you're not going to be able to. Your micro is going to fail, or your macro is going to fail. It's just finding the right balance between the two. If you really need the micro, and heavy micro right here is going to save all these troops and win you the game, but you won't be able to create as many units, well, you know what? You got to make that decision. Put you to the decision for all your chips. I'm going to use that every single time from now on because I like it. But he definitely played a better game the entire game through. He had way better micro, and in the middle to late, I mean late to late, his macro really caught up and then surpassed SuperStar's as well, even though they had the same amount of expansions. It's just that SuperStar from the beginning, his micro was not very good, and his decision on units was pretty atrocious too. I mean, I'm not atrocious. I'm sorry, but I told you I'm going to be judging these guys, and I'm going to be calling them out. It wasn't atrocious. The Ultra list was a good idea, but Ultra, Infester, Baneling, Zergling is a weird combination, and since there were siege tanks out on the ground while he was doing that, I just don't think that was the correct combination. If there were Thors or something, could have been even more fun because then you could have had Neural Parasite. Not sure why he even researched Neural Parasite, which he did, which was a waste. Just in case Thors came out, that could have been. But I'm draining on now. I just want to say that it would have turned out a lot different from the middle of the game if he just would have dropped a Spire right there. And then you can go Mutalisk. I mean, as long as it's not your main force, to go Mutalisk, Ultra, Baneling, Zergling, whatever the hell he wanted to do, which I would have probably done Zergling, Ultra, Mutalisk, which Ultra, Zergling is a good combination, especially if they have a huge ground force like this, because Zerglings are going to surround and then the Ultras are just going to mow through. But Mutas, like I said, boom, boom, queue them up. Just let them go kill a bunch of stuff. Go, go, go. And then your entire massive force, because all you have to do is make one set of mutas to do a hugely significant amount of damage to the other player. So, I mean, the moral of the story, it is the way it is. GiSado played a better game. The Better Played award goes to GiSado. That's Deagle's final thought. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Please subscribe, comment, tell me you like me, tell me you hate me, tell me my voice is amazing, tell me I hit puberty 5 times. But please subscribe and send me replays to deaglestarcraft@gmail.com. Same thing as youtube.com/deaglestarcraft, which I will have a Facebook up soon, which guess what it's going to be? Deagle Starcraft. So please send me replays to deaglestarcraft@gmail.com. I will cast your replays, and I will give a shout out to whoever the hell gave me the replay, because you want to hear your name in a video, don't you? So anyway, this is a very long video. This is your boy Deagle, casting off.